All right, everybody. My battery was getting low, and so I didn't get to show you the cleanup mow, the fourth and final pass with everything. But I'll go ahead and real quick show you. There is a fourth pile. First, second, third, fourth. Wow. That's a ton of dead material. So again, I have been saying, and I continue to say, this looks horrible right now, and it will. It will for the next couple weeks until we really get the fertilizer down, water in, and start the upkeep on some of the other stuff. Again, as I've said before, there's a lot less of those huge patches of dead stuff. This section is probably the worst of it, because this is probably the worst amount of the really dead and low stuff. But it looks a lot better, and I was able to kind of get in and clean some things up. A few notations, some things that I'm just going to have to make sure to remember and fix a little bit. We've got a pretty good low spot right here, so I'm going to just make sure that at some point I just bring a little bit of topsoil in and put it down, just to kind of help level that out just a little bit. I've got another little low spot right here, and again I'll do the same thing. I'll just throw a little topsoil down and kind of help that area out a little bit. But otherwise, this is what it looks like. So I will get to doing the dethatching and raking here pretty soon, and then we will be done, and hopefully, if the weather continues to do what it's supposed to do, we'll get a little bit of rain, so we'll get some much needed and added water down in this area. Also, by the way, this particular area has about 5 or 6 heads in here. Actually, with each one of the yellow flags is an actual sprinkler head, so it kind of made it easy for me to kind of mark out where everything is. So we got a couple. There's a head right over here, and then another head right over here. So again, it should have a decent amount of coverage. I know there's one of the heads in here that's not working too well, and I'm going to go ahead and fix that for everybody, and it'll just help out the watering in this area a little bit. But here we go. Everything's completed, and mowing is done for now, and we'll get to getting dethatching once I get the equipment out here and get rolling on it. All right, so here we go. This is my Greenworks electric dethatcher, and again, this is designed to take up the thatch layer in the grass. You see, it's got these little tines here, and they kind of act like grabby fingers, kind of dig into the grass. This machine is probably, besides my backpack sprayer that I have to do fertilizer applications to my lawn, is probably my second favorite tool to help with renovations and getting my yard in shape for the summertime. So again, we had talked a little bit about the really gross patches like this here, where we're really trying to get into this layer and really rough it up. Well, I'm just going to really quickly show you a pass I did right here, and I'll give you a little idea of what to expect. So you can see such a large difference between this area over here and this right here. And so as you see, those tines kind of get in there, and they really grab and rake up the grass. And as you can see here, just from that small pass there was at about 4 or 5 feet. Just I mean, so much more material that I am going to have to work to take out of here. So I've got to do this to all of this. So again, I could show you this with some big power equipment, but again, I want to show you guys how to do this with things you can pick up for your home. You can find these online, either using the Facebook Marketplace, $100 all the way up to $150, and they have a few varieties. They've got some interchangeable attachments for the bottom that are verticutters and some other things. But again, we're going to get going here on this plot, and we're going to show you how it comes out at the end. So here we go. Okay, just gonna take a quick time out here to show you a little bit of the progress. Just doing that section there is taking, I don't know, a good 15 minutes to do. But again, a few things I wanted to show you. Just look at the massive amount of just material that is coming out of here. That is absolutely insane. And if you remember all the stuff we took out of there before in those 4 piles, and we're still starting to get all this out of here too, that's crazy. And so, you know, you kind of take a look at this, and this is that you know, that thatch layer, that stuff that just sits down there and prevents water from getting through. And so this is, you know, part of what we're trying to get out of there. One of the other things you'll tend to see a little bit, and I'll kind of come over to some of the sections over here too, is you'll see places where we're getting material like this too. And this is just more of that dead material that is just sitting in there, and we're raking it out. But if I go in here and really fluff this part out, and, you know, again, like I said, we'll mow this down again. Look at all that green in there. Look at all that stuff in there. Look at all that grass just waiting to grow. So again, we will go back and forth and do this entire section. And then I'll probably do a secondary pass going, you know, back and forth this opposite direction to take out even more. And we'll mow it all up, and at the end of the day, we'll kind of give you the final look of what it looks like. All right, here we go. All right, boy, I'm tired after doing that. That was a long time. Took a while, probably about, I don't know, almost an hour to get that done. Actually, probably a little bit over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come through here with the lawnmower. I'm going to come through and kind of start picking up some of the dead matter that is left down on the ground, and then I'm going to see how it looks, if there are any spots I need to kind of hit again. But it's really already looking so much better. If I don't know if you're able to really tell on camera, but man, there's just much more space in here, and I think we're gonna start being successful here not too long. So gonna mow this up and we'll get right back. Here we go. What a day. Now if we take a look at this is kind of the final product. I'll show you something pretty interesting here in just a moment, but you know, if we take a look at this now, you're really starting to see, I know the light's kind of bad, it's later in the day, but man, you really see a lot more of the ground in here. You see a lot more spaces in between each one of the cultivars, or excuse me, the stalks of the plant. So, you know, this is going to end up looking a heck of a lot better most, if not all of those matte spots of all that dead material just sandwiched in there are all gone. And it really opens up. And as you can kind of tell, even now, hey, you're already starting to get some lawn stripes in here. And we just got started. So, but I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show you. Remember back earlier in the day, we were looking at some of our piles, right? So this was pile number 1 from our first passes over it, knocking it down. And we had pile number 2. Then we took it down the last notch for, pile number 3, and then again pile number 4. So that was all what was taken out of there before we raked. Now look at this. Whoa! That's pile number 5. I just took this out of there during that rake. So after all that raking, I just used the mower to clean everything up. And this is what I pulled out. This is at least 2 of those piles. Look at all the material that has come out of that. In just what, the last 3-4 hours out of that? Why am I showing you this, and why am I putting so much emphasis on this? Well, because this gives you a really good idea of, if you have never done any type of scalp and rake and dethatch of your lawn, how much absolute dead debris is in there. There's so much dead debris. Remember we started this morning with grass just like this, right? We're seeing that difference in between it, right? This is green over here, not terrible, but deep down inside here, when you get down into that canopy, that's what's living in there. All that. That's what's living in there. So, we are going to call it for today. Could I go back through this and do it again? Absolutely. If I kind of come in here, I can still pull out, some matter out of here. But this is going to allow the grass to breathe. It's going to allow water to get in here and really start penetrating down to the root level. Now, is there some risk of damage? Sure, absolutely. Did I push it really, really hard today? Yes, I absolutely did. But I know this can bounce back very, very quickly, just by making sure that we're by applying water, getting it fed, and coming back and mowing it at a nice about 2-inch level in the coming weeks. So that's exactly what's going to happen. Here in a day or so, I am going to go to the hardware store. I'm going to pick up a bag of fertilizer, and we're going to lay it down, and I'm going to show a video of all that. I'm going to kind of give you my the instructions on what I'm going to do out here, what I'm going to lay down, the rates and everything else, so we can all understand what that's going to look like and how much it's going to go down. And then we are going to do a little wait and see. I'll probably post a video 2 to 5 days after I've done fertilizing, to kind of give you a quick update of how everything looks. And we'll kind of look at the progress over the next several weeks to give you a view as to how you might be able to help transform your lawn. And is there a possibility it completely fails? Sure, absolutely. But I don't think that's going to happen. And I think everybody will kind of see that with a little bit of effort, you can really rejuvenate a really bad lawn. So I'm Mike, the Colorado Lawn Guy, and we'll see you all on the next one.